Alright guys, welcome to the MurderCast. My name's your Lunchbox. I'm here with Easy Target, hello Mr. Lion,
Yo,
Yep.
and the MML champion, DBD Source.
Hey,
Hey.
what is that, dude?
um,
What? Hello.
Hey guys, you like my leaf?
it's a good leaf. I like the leaf.
I I think there's a lot of mystery behind it. Honestly, I feel like it would be located, around the crotchal area. Like if I feel like this is just extremely zoomed in.
It's kind of,
You know?
it's kind of ambiguous as far as its placement goes. It could really be anything.
It could be anything, really.
But it's an element of mystery to it, I believe.
Yes.
All right, so FFA2.
Yeah, so basically, this is the first podcast, the MurderCast, as we call it, that we are doing. We're gonna do them like, what is it, every month, Easy, or?
Pretty much every time there's an event or like an update comes out, we
Alright,
just kind of
yeah.
talk about stuff like that.
Yeah. Um, so basically, we're gonna have the gameplay, as you can see in the top left, and I think this gameplay is just, just some random gameplay I found on my hard drive. Hopefully, like next MurderCast, we'll have some better gameplay. But I think this was just like a 1v1 with Kryth, or I can't really remember, like an FFA. um,
Yeah.
But so this episode we're talking about the FFA2 tournament that was on yesterday, and the update 15, which is coming out in 2 weeks, isn't it, or something like that?
It's in the future.
In the future, we don't actually know when.
Sometime.
you never know.
So I guess we should start off with the FFA2. So, DVD source.
Let's build some
Yeah.
source.
How was it, man? For anyone who doesn't know, DVD Source was the winner of the MML FFA, winning the game by 1 kill against Mr. Kasegowicz
God.
again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
What
god.
was the last map on?
It was on Theater of Pain actually.
Yep.
Oh wow. So
Theater
yeah,
of Pain, man.
tell us your secrets, Source. What'd you do to take the win on that one, or what was your strategy going in? Do you think?
Well, I started just hiding on red one and blue one, like that room with the shotgun, and I just kind of stood there because it was easy to get a lot of points of view on people. You
Yeah.
could get
Yeah.
a lot of shots off people, maybe even spawn kill them, which is kind of douchey if you ask me. But I was getting kills left and right.
It works, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shotgun room staying there, first of all you have the three points of view where you can see out into, actually four I guess if you consider the connection into red, but it's really good. I remember there was an FFA that I was in that I was staying up there at that top little platform that connects between red and the shotgun room, and you just have so much freedom to kind of check your different areas and keep away from getting shot, not like you would be in other parts of the map. So it's a
Yeah.
really good strategy.
Yeah.
Actually, I noticed the same type of thing with that new map. I forgot what it's called. It's like the Halo type map. What's it called? Everyone's playing it.
Sanctum, the one that Darko made?
Not Sanctum, the one that came out right before that.
Maybe Suspended? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Suspended. I
Oh, the
noticed
one that
something about that
Noob
map.
and Darko made, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed something about that map when I was watching the FFA. With FFA, you don't really have to hold the power positions. It might actually be better to stay in the tunnels and just try to pick people
Yeah.
off when they fall down.
I think
'cause they're all gonna one shot.
I think we watched Noob and was it Hammer? That was that way, you know how they
Yeah.
were they weren't really going. You didn't see a lot of top green or top gold positioning. It was mainly just kind of bottom green, because then you can have the view of both of the tunnels. So
Yeah, I saw bottom green with the
yeah.
sniper.
I don't know. I felt like I think that would probably be a lot better in the FFAs, but I don't think we're actually gonna be doing any more suspended in the FFAs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There are no more FFAs this year, because the next tournament is the finals, the
grand
season finals,
finals,
so
man.
that'll be good.
Yeah.
Did you wanna actually talk about what we want to do for the Wujimajigis, or do you want to All
What?
Stars,
The All
or would you rather
Stars?
talk about that next time?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we haven't really. I mean, we don't really know if it's gonna happen yet.
It's not.
So,
Yeah, it's not really official.
but
So I
for
guess we can
anyone
say that for next
wondering,
time.
the All Stars was gonna be the MML pros versus the league staff versus the was it JForce, and then
Yeah.
we might get another team which was gonna be like either like just random like a wild card team or like or just maybe like Murder Miners Hub or something. I don't know.
That'd be interesting. But
Map
like
makers.
some people are on both,
Yeah,
so it
map
wouldn't work.
makers, something like that, like something crazy.
Like community leaders or something.
Yeah, something cool. But we're
That'll
not
be-
sure if that's gonna happen yet.
I would love to see that happen. I think that'd be really fun to do.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be pretty sick.
It seems like they would be pretty open to do it though. Like as long as we find a time that works around them. Like
What do you
when
mean,
they're not
JForce?
busy or working or something. JForce, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'd imagine that'd be pretty cool. Down to do it. I mean, JForce, if you're watching this, let's do All Stars. Everyone wants it. It's a must-have. Everyone wants to see how good JForce are at their own game.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we gotta have it.
it's always fun when you get to play somebody. I mean, like, what other game do you have the opportunity to be like, oh god, that's the guy that made the game. Let's totally play with him. Like,
Yeah.
that's an awesome experience.
Dude, what if they just came out and they just had like wall hacks and they were like flying,
Oh,
Look how
yeah.
like shooting like grenades out of their assault rifle and stuff?
Pick out like mad aim assist or like aimbot or whatever, and like shotgun blast from across the map.
Oh my
That'd be
god.
amazing.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But I mean, back to what we were talking about. I guess we didn't really cover much of the FFA.
Oh yeah,
Lion, did you watch it or any of it, or you just kind of?
out internet,
Hear
man.
about
I unfortunately was SOL in that regard, so I didn't get to see any of it.
Oh, okay.
Gotta watch that rebroadcast though.
Yeah, it's actually on YouTube now. So you can.
Oh,
check it
good,
out.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
there'll probably be
yeah.
a link
Yes,
below.
I think the last that you guys were making were about how on suspended in FFA you don't see too many people spending too much time in the power positions as opposed to how it would be if it was something like a 2v2.
hmm
And I was wondering, was Frack in the rotation?
Yeah, Frack was there.
Is it-
It was also Hierarchy and Unchained as well.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
I like. But yeah, I think that I think the same is true in that sense as far as staying in the lower side of the map and not really in the big power positions as you would in other circumstances. It's the same thing happens in frac. I've noticed a lot in FFAs. You see a lot of the players sort of running around the bottom circuit and through the middle and collecting shotgun and machine gun and everything like that. And I mean, really, the only time I see people go up top is to grab sniper, and if they do go up top, it's usually just until they find a player, and then they jump down into bottom and start attacking them. But
I know what Lunchbox wants to say here.
What?
He wants to say how he saved Frack. He fixed the spawns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. spawns are, yeah, good work on all that. All much better.
Yeah, like I think the problem with Frack originally was I can't remember like who made the map. I think it was it Kill Domain or something?
Yeah.
I'm not yeah. So I think Kill Domain, he made the original, and then I think wasn't it like a bunch of people that went in. Source, you helped make it, didn't you? You were there when like a lot of community members put together.
No, actually, I had nothing to do with frack, but
Okay.
yeah, like
Yeah, I remember like that. There were a lot of community members actually went in and changed textures and fixed up a lot of things that Kill Domain didn't put in. But yeah, but basically the problem with the spawns was someone had put a like usually the way we do the spawns with all of our MML maps is we have instead of having like individual spawn points all over the map, we actually have one that covers the entire map, and then it's just basically a level, like how many blocks high and how many blocks low. Um,
Hmm.
and then basically, I think there was something wrong. Like we couldn't get it. Like I kept trying over and over and over, but like there was something wrong. And then eventually, we figured out that there was actually another spawn zone underneath the spawn zone, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
Spawnception.
yeah, I couldn't like no one knew because like the way like the colors work, it like blended in so well. It was like it's completely camouflaged, so like no one knew that it was there. And then I was just like, wait, I was going through and it said like spawn settings. I'm like, wait, what is that? Wait, what? What is this? And yeah, I just found it. And so I mean, obviously now I think the problem before wasn't it like you kept spawning down the bottom or something?
Yeah. It was more like there was a higher percentage of you spawning down bottom than there was anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
the first time I played on it, people were just spawning in like one of the rooms kind of near the shotgun. It's just
Yep.
like they would spawn there like constantly, and someone would just
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
camp on one side and just spawn kill the other.
Yep.
Yeah, you could sit from like blue and then you could just continuously spawn kill them in red or something like.
Yeah,
Remember doing
before
it to
we
easy?
fixed it. Yeah, before we fixed it, right? He was just like no scoping me over and over and over again, from red to blue, like across the map. I would spawn in the same room.
Yeah. But I mean now it's all fixed, so like you'll be spawning a lot more up the top because the height has been increased, and obviously that spawn zone. Whoever put that there, I hate you.
You
Yeah,
spawn on top red and blue now, or is that still off limits?
yeah, you
Um,
can spawn up.
I think I think you can spawn up
Wow.
there, but because it is only one block or something, it's really unlikely if you actually spawn there. So
For sure.
it's still kind of hard to spawn up there, but
Like if
it's
there's two
possible.
people on the map, right, and say like Lunchbox is bottom blue, then I might spawn top red because it's the furthest point away. But if there's multiple people, like if you're doing FFA, then there's like really weird fucking chance of spawning you.
Yeah, you spawn a lot more in like top green and top orange, which I think is really good because you didn't see many people spawning there in the previous V6, but now like V7, it's a lot better.
For
I
sure.
really enjoy the way the spawn system works.
Okay.
Like,
So
I mean,
why-
it kind of sucks, but it's also really good because you spawn the furthest point away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering why you guys choose to have one all-encompassing spawn zone rather than go for several different spawn zones in different areas. I mean, what is the benefit
That's
of
a very
having one or
good
the
question.
other? I mean, I don't know. It seems to me. I don't necessarily do it because I don't have a great deal of competitive gameplay design in mind when I'm making my maps, but it seems like you'd be able to have more control, I suppose, with like individual segregated spawn zones. I mean, so what's the deal with that?
You want to take this one, Lunchbox, or should I take this one?
I guess. The problem I think we came across when we were doing the spawns at the start was like, and this was back in like V1 or V2 of picking like the maps and stuff. The problems we faced when we tried doing that was even though we had like 30, 20 spawn points, people would continuously spawn either inside each other, or sometimes it wouldn't take into the fact that you're really far, like you're really close to someone, and you might spawn like right behind someone, or like depending on how far away the spawn points are from each other, sometimes you'll spawn like really really close, and
Right.
it's a lot more I think fair in a way if we have it with one spawn zone and just have everyone
Right.
spawn furthest away from everyone.
Because basically the way the team spawn zones work is you can spawn in any zone as long as an enemy isn't blocking it. So if an enemy's blocking it and we have a spawn zone right next to that enemy, they're still going to spawn there. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't account for
Okay.
FFA spawns, like wherever you want to spawn. It spawns further away. It doesn't, interfere with that. It just, it like knocks it out, so it's not a factor
But,
anymore.
but within the same spawn zone, if it's a big spawn zone and there's an enemy in it, it'll
It'll
still
block
take.
it.
Right. Okay. I see you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Um,
That's interesting.
But The only thing I haven't, like, I thought about doing like multiple little spawn zones, like single block spawn zones in like certain areas, but then it still accounts for, the FFA thing where it spawns the furthest away from the enemy. But with this, it blocks that, so you still spawn next to enemies.
Yeah.
Right.
So it still wouldn't work.
Um, but before we get
And
too like off
wait,
topic,
before we move
Oh
on to
yeah.
like I forgot who told me, but I guess someone was doing tests and they said that if all the spawn zones are blocked for your team, you might spawn outside the map as
yeah,
well.
yeah, that's
So
true. That was a problem.
that was another thing.
Yeah. But yeah, before we get too off topic, I mean, just to like finish up on the MML talk, I guess, before we move on to update 15. So yeah, I mean, Lion, you haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah, I'll watch it tonight.
yeah, you're watching it now. What?
Oh wait, what now? Oh, it's on the stream,
Oh, I
right?
thought you said you were watching it now. I was like,
Right,
confused.
right.
Um, how like smooth do you think it ran DVD source like compared to the last FFA? Do you think that are there any improvements that you'd like to see in the any future MML tournaments? And how was the experience, I guess you could say, of the FFA2?
It was pretty alright. The only problem I really had with it was just I didn't know when it was gonna start. I was just waiting there for like 20 minutes.
It seems like that's always the problem. We should have like a countdown timer like on the website. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, we need ready up buttons like really badly. Like
Dude,
Oh, that
so
would be
much
so.
nostalgia when you mention the radio button in your post.
like I think that that's probably one of like the biggest things because because you can't tell if anyone's away and stuff. Like I had just had to rely like on everyone being there like all the time from when I had to start the game. So like it was kind of hard. And then I remember like I was streaming Noob Next Door's point of view and like when he was away like because he wasn't like at his computer or anything like I just waited because I was just watching his like stream just waiting for him to come back. But like I wanted to start it but I ended up waiting ages.
Yeah, radio would be absolutely
Yeah, it'd be
fantastic.
definitely like something that they need to imply. But regarding like how well it was run, do you think that regardless of the time it took, would you recommend the FFAs?
Yeah, totally. It was pretty nice. Like, that's pretty much the only problem I have with it, like, waiting and everything, because especially if you lose, it just feels really annoying and just, like, a waste of your time. At
Yeah.
least for me, because of the way I play. Just, like,
Yeah.
waited.
But you won, man. You won.
Yeah.
You defeated Rocco, man. You defeated the MML champion of free for all.
I find it more of a
Like,
goal beating Kazakowicz.
Yeah, I was
dude, I
about to
feel
ask,
so bad for
was
him,
your-
dude.
what was some of your like biggest challenges? What were like? Do you have any like particularly intense moments that you can recollect from the FFA? Like what was the hardest thing for you to deal with when playing?
Well, just like the most intense and just like hard to deal with thing was just getting the last kill in the game. It seems
Yeah.
every
It's
single
always the
time I
hardest
need
one.
one. Yeah, like I'm just running looking for a kill, and I feel like if I wait there, I'm not gonna find someone. So it could
Right.
be like something else. And then I ended up, I guess, getting lucky, you could say, just like spawning back and seeing someone on like S3 in the middle, like top of the map. And Kasakowicz didn't see him, and I just like took him out with a pistol for the last kill.
Uh, yeah, I really feel sorry for Kasekuich, though, like losing by one kill twice. Like the chances of that happening twice is just
Like that's so. It's. I mean, it's. But I mean, would you? I wonder. What is it? Is it better to lose? One kill down or 10 kills down? Because I mean, it just means that you were that much closer. But at the
Yeah.
same time,
he has the
like,
biggest comebacks though. Like I think he was down at third, fourth place at one stage, and Source was you were absolutely destroying. But then all of a sudden, like he came back. He got like a +3 on Gray, like on open
well,
stairs, and
Oh yeah, I
he
saw
was
that.
he was just going off like he came back so much and he was actually he was tied with you at 48 was it and then you got like the last kill like just as he got his kill like bringing it 49 50 or 60 sorry 59.
Yeah, he just like got to 59 and then went up on like sniper and he was ready to like kill someone else, but then I ended up getting it just like maybe like 3 or 4 seconds before he could have gotten a kill by then.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
It's the
always so
worst.
nerve-wracking. Your heart must have been like, I don't know. Well, maybe not. But in moments like that, for me, my heart is always going like a million miles an hour. Like, I feel like it's just
Well,
about to jump out of my chest. Like, oh God, I got to do this.
just through the whole tournament, I was like trying to just keep calm. For some reason, I was like anxious at the very beginning in pool play. I don't really know why, but for some reason, I just do
It
that.
can
And
it can be a big problem, man. If you don't stay like if you don't keep your cool and play emotionally, it can really mess you up sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of impressed with my performance because it's just like when I look back at it, I'm just like, how did I pull through all of that? And I was like really relatively calm. Like I feel like I didn't care if I lost, and then like I realized I won by like 1 kill, and I'm just like, holy
Uh,
crap!
Yeah, I think that's I think I can't remember who said it, but like in the global championship for the Halo FFA, um, I can't remember who said it, but I think it was Pistola or something like saying focus on your own game instead of worrying about like what the score is and everything. Just play the game and like you'll
Yeah,
play a
that's
lot better because then you won't be worrying about
exactly
like
what I did.
how many kills you'll need to get and then
Hmm.
you'll play a lot better.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess when you think about it, most likely every little ounce of mental capability and processing should be going into the game rather than the turnout of the game or of course, I mean, it is good to know what your score's at, but like it's much more important to focus on skillfully getting your shots in and keeping in good positioning and everything like that.
Right.
It like all adds up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's I think more so than any other because of the nature of free for alls. I think more so than any other game type. I mean, every little second counts. In 2v2s or anything like that, you can kind of bide time and play carefully. But in free for alls, you just gotta go for it.
Yeah.
Which is
Um,
really interesting difference.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we should probably move on before we run out of time, I guess. The
Oh yeah,
update 15 though, like anyone know
All
anything
right.
about that?
So
I have heard rumors
basically,
of a
yeah,
water block.
A
there
water
there
block.
might be because I was chatting it up with the man, but but nothing's official, so I don't know if we're allowed to say anything.
Uh,
But
Just
what do you
saying.
guys want to see? What do you guys want to see? And I mean, there's a rumor that there's vehicles. How do you think vehicles would like impact the
I
game?
just don't know how
Sure.
they're going to be implemented successfully. I mean, like, can you just like any? I just feel like any like wheeled vehicles are going to look really
Yeah,
silly moving over a one by one by
blocks.
one block incline.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So and I don't really see them putting. I mean, if they haven't already put jetpacks in, I don't really see them putting an air vehicle in, unless that's
Well,
what it is.
I'm not gonna say that this is fact, but there's a rumor, quotation marks, that it's going to be a hovercraft, and it's going to be in a grid pattern type thing.
That's
So I don't
cool.
know.
I thought that I was told by I think it was Woody or something that they're actually doing two. There was one. Is there one
Yeah,
land and then there's one that's
I
like a
I think
helicopter
so.
or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We'll
that would be
see.
really interesting. I mean, I just right now, honestly, I feel like I mean it would be fun to see in the game and to experiment with. But right now, as far as it being implemented in competitive play, I don't think that that's going to be too terribly easy, especially with the maps that we currently have in the circuit, because I
Hmm.
don't think any of them truly have enough room to accommodate vehicular
Well,
movement.
well, here's the thing. Now that we're talking about maps, um, do you think? I mean, obviously we're gonna see. We have to see map changes, right? I mean, they
Of
change
course,
the maps
of
every
course.
update, right? So I don't know if you saw, but remember when we went over all the maps and we talked about like every single one?
Uh,
We went down
yeah,
the list. Did you happen to see the post that I made?
That was a big
no,
post.
I did not actually.
Let's
I
just
have.
say it took me 3 hours to type.
Holy cow!
I went through every map and I
Wow,
gave like our ratings on them,
that's excellent.
and I I judged them by color. So green was going to be, it was good. There's a few, like there may be a few little problems, but nothing game breaking.
Yeah,
Orange is there's it's there's problems. It's okay, like it's an okay map, but there's problems and they could be fixed for it to play better.
right,
Like you can like grenade jump out of the map or like mine gun
right,
launch or something like that.
right, right,
Um,
right.
and then red, which was obviously just I think it's time to get rid of this map.
Yeah.
Like hallway. Like what is hallway? It's literally a hallway.
Is that
Oh,
really just a hallway?
It's literally just a hallway.
Wow.
maybe it's the
And
Texan
then
in me, but like I just feel like we got to get rid of Alamo. That's a terrible representation and a terrible map. I just
yeah, but that's the one
just
thing I
doesn't
didn't
do it
do.
honor.
That's the one thing I didn't do, Lion. It was artistic maps and remake maps that I didn't judge because I felt it would have been unfair for me to judge like a
Yeah,
remake, especially since I haven't
some
played them
sort of
all.
wonky sections. But I mean, I know me and you had talked about that and the
Right,
suggestion
right.
that it may be something that is artistic maps be. I feel like for an official like if the game ever got to like Xbox Live Arcade status, I
Mhm.
think that artistic maps shouldn't be a section that come included with the game. I think that's maybe something where you could like collect maps and put stuff into, you know.
I would think that if it got to arcade status, you couldn't even put remakes because
Yeah.
that's kind of like judging
Yeah, I
on.
guess.
That's kind
But I
of
mean,
edging on
that's
the territory of
Well, I mean, that
copyright.
being said, I mean, you've got a lot of games that, make remakes. I mean, you can make a
Do they
remake in
make
Halo.
remakes in their own game?
yeah,
Then,
I
or?
mean that's the kind of thing. As long as they don't release it and call it their own material,
Just
that's
Yeah,
community
I
content,
guess
I
I
guess.
guess technically it's
beauty
all
of games.
community content.
Yep. I mean, you got
Is
Far Cry though, is like as well, like Far Cry 2 and Far Cry 3 with that map
Yeah, but
builder.
they don't have community maps in their matchmaking system though.
But you can
right.
you can host games though, like can't you? Like
Yeah,
social
you can.
games, and you can still level up from them.
Yeah, so I guess it might be okay.
So it's like it's in a way it's still matchmaking, but just run by the community, I guess you could say. So kind of, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that as long as they just made sure that, I guess, if they just make sure that it was everybody knew that it was custom game searching or something, not actually matchmaking. But I guess that's what they're doing anyway, like with this new upcoming matchmaking. Um,
Yeah,
so that
If
would
that
be
happens.
yeah, if it happens, we all want it. Please release it.
yeah, right. Matchmaking would be absolutely fantastic.
It needs to happen.
Uh, yeah, there's a lot of just these little things that really, I mean, I wouldn't say that is keeping this game from being successful, but is it would behoove the developers to add all these little changes. Just simple things like being able to have a in-game timer
The Lunchbox
or
wish list.
Or a ready up button.
The Lunchbox
Yeah.
wish list.
I think a ready up button would
Look
be
at it.
more fun though
It has
than
everything.
a timer.
yeah.
If you mean timer, like do you mean like while
needs
you're
a
playing or
clock,
before the
really,
match?
Yeah, like I mean, because
Atomic weapons.
it would be great that would allow us to more successfully do things like CTF with flag on
Okay.
the
Yeah,
post. Yeah, I mean it would because that way, I mean there wouldn't be a stalemate for eternity.
Games wouldn't
So-
go forever. Like you could actually
Do you
end the game.
do you think we'll see changes to CTF in the next update?
Oh my God, I hope so. All they
Isn't
need to
there-
do is the only thing they need is to where you cannot knock off the flag from the post unless it's already been touched and moved. I mean, I just think it's ridiculous. Well, okay, I'm kind of on the fence about this because like on one hand, where grenades could be used as a power weapon, like for example something that you could just toss into the enemy base and knock their
Mhm.
flag off of base, but at the same time, it would create
If
for a
grenades aren't
more
on.
yeah, if grenades aren't on, if they're you know, that would only work if they're on map pickup. I think it would be too overpowered to have everybody spawn with them. But
Yeah.
by the same token, I mean, you've got to consider what would provide for more overall balance competitive. Having the flag be on the post, you know, indefinitely until somebody took it off, you know, would make much more competitive gameplay. And I think that's really important if we want to see that game type get into more competitive play.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I definitely can agree with you on that, but I think from my secret inside sources, I think someone's told me that the recovery, the flag recovery, is going to be in the next update or something like that, like a 3-second
Oh.
flag recovery. So, I
Oh.
mean, like I can understand where you're coming from about the whole like knocking like being able to like shoot the flag off and nade it off. But I think maybe it wouldn't be like a bad thing because if like only if we could have a flag recovery. Because I mean I think it would be pretty good. I mean I'm not a fan of the shooting the flag off. I think that's probably a bit too much. But the nading the flag off, if the
So
maps
yeah,
was scaled
If you
correctly,
can only see the flag from certain angles,
yeah.
then
yeah,
Like if
it
if the
might not
maps
be a
were scaled
problem.
correctly, I think that it would be kind of cool to be able to like get one of those like sick cross map
well,
clutch grenades that like sends their flag flying off and you like end up clutching it for
absolutely.
your team.
Yeah, that would be incredible, and that's what I was saying. If that was an option, I think it would be really great to have grenades be an on-map pickup in
Hmm.
competitive CTF. If as long as it was flag at home to score
Yeah.
settings.
Right.
I mean that will obviously depend on the map, I guess, really, but
Yeah,
yeah, I guess I can definitely agree with you though. Like it really needs to be changed. It's something that I think like a lot of the Motor Miners community, especially MML, kind of sick of playing FFA and Team the
uh,
Slayer.
yeah.
Like
I'm sorry, murder match is fun, but it would be
objective.
really nice to get some other. And
Yes.
that's the thing. You know, we've had the murder ball and murder knot game settings teased at us for I don't know how long now. So
Like a
who
year.
knows? Maybe there's a surprise, release of those two game types that we'll be seeing in the new update, which would be
I'll
fantastic. I
I'll
mean,
tell you what though. I'll tell you what that I think
oh,
it was you, Lion, that I was talking to this about. Um, to make a competitive game mode with CTF, all we really need to do is switch the flags around. Because then if you nade flag off, it doesn't matter. You play assault. It is just you
yeah,
bring the
that
flag
was
to the base.
we were talking about that. Switching, basically
Yeah.
have it to be the flag is carried to your opponent's
Because
base
then
rather than
if you nade the
Ah,
flag off the thing, it doesn't matter because you're going the other way
assault. Yeah,
anyways.
you could do that. You could play assault.
Hmm.
that works right now.
We just have to have the right maps.
Yeah. If you or if you made it so like you couldn't actually pick up one of your like one team can't pick up their flag, but the other team can, and they have like if we could get a game clock, you could have it so like they only have a certain time to put the flag in like and to a point where like they couldn't actually like run it in because another team could just pick it up.
Yeah.
But they actually had to like throw it in or something like it was
Yeah.
like only that team could score it, so then you could do like
But I
a
mean,
one
See,
if
that
we're
versus
was
one.
another
playing
thing.
if we're
That was
playing
another thing.
two-way assault, then I don't think there's a lot of problems with it.
Yeah, you could do
Well,
two-way assault.
I mean, you could also do. I mean, really, we have a lot of freedom that we just don't utilize right now. I mean, there are certain things that we could do with even making maps specifically made for, I guess, sort of like Counter-Strike style, where one team is defending and one team is attacking, and
Hmm.
teams switch out after so many rounds, and the team at the end of the game. Is able to rack up their successful points for defending or attacking successfully. But that would only work if we had that in-game timer that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that
Also,
we don't.
honor rules as well. Like, it's never fun to play on honor rules because there's
Yeah,
always that one guy.
yeah, absolutely.
Especially if they're new too. Like, if someone's new, they're not gonna care. They're just gonna do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
But
but before I guess we're gonna run out of time soon. DVD source, you've been quiet like this whole time.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
just
think
doing some
about
stuff.
update 15 with the vehicles and stuff? What would you like to see?
Well, I would like to see a lot of just like little additions to the game. just like
Yeah.
assists and whatnot.
Yeah, that's actually a really big thing. The assists, like I don't know
Yeah.
what haven't been working.
Because what
Like,
was the deal with this? It counts your assists, but it doesn't like put them
Just
into
the-
play.
It
or-
doesn't say it at the end, like in the scoreboard. Like it says it like
Oh,
has 0.
okay.
Everyone gets 0 assists.
Also, like, if you shoot somebody while they're falling off of the map, or you grenade somebody off of the map, you should totally get that
Oh,
kill.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Otherwise, they can
Like,
just suicide and it's like
yeah,
not give anyone kills.
Do they get a
ridiculous.
negative point for suiciding though?
Yeah, I think they get like -1. I think.
Yeah. So I think at least they're getting punished for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like, if it's an FFA and you, like, somebody jumps off the map and you don't
Even
get
a
the point for it,
2v2, like I think it would
Yeah.
be even worse than a 2v2. Like especially like if the team needs like one more kill to win and you just keep jumping off the edge, like
right?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
if
come back-
you'd be
come
going
back.
negative though.
You
so-
would, but I mean, you know, you could just continuously stand like next to like an edge, and then if you know you're gonna die, you could just keep jumping off.
Yeah, just play super
Dude,
carefully.
don't give people ideas, man.
I mean, I didn't say that. What are you talking about? But
Sources like I'm writing this down.
but I think we're kind of we're out of time. I guess it's kind of been how long has it been? Like 30 minutes, like 25 minutes. I don't know.
Man, there's never enough
I
time,
haven't been
man.
keeping time of it.
So yeah, I guess thanks for listening, guys. Make sure you guys check the link dump. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And when do you think the next one will be, man?
I mean, quickly.
I guess when the
I'm
update
wanna-
comes out, right?
Should
Yeah.
not be another month. We need
Well-
to do this, like, at least once a week. My
once
vote.
a week.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
not once
Maybe,
a week.
man.
Like maybe. Yeah, I mean maybe. Yeah, I mean if we can get a topic, I mean we could probably do that. But
All we gotta do is talk.
I mean, you don't want to turn it to Halo community though, where they just complain about the same stuff
yeah,
over.
we don't
Yeah,
have
so-
much to complain about though, because JForce
We
is
Yeah.
lovely
Nope.
and the
Nope.
Yeah,
community's
they're
great.
awesome.
But besides that, I guess that's really it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll probably have another one of these fairly soon, I guess. Once we get like another topic, once something pops up in the community, we'll probably do another one of these. If you want to be part of this, actually, you can just leave a comment, and we might pick you for the next podcast. But sorry, the MurderCast, cool name.
Gotta stretch that, man.
Gotta use the name. But thanks to DVD Source, the MML Pro, and Mr. Lion.
Yes,
You guys
sir.
have any shout-outs?
Oh man, I gotta. Nah, man. I'm trying to think of something funny and clever, and it just is not happening. So maybe next time.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Noob next door for the rage quit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew it was funny. I'm sad that he lost. But
Well, he's the new. He now. Well, I mean, yeah, he lost, and I mean, it's sad and everything. But you know, look at the good side. Now he's the like the emblem for the MurderCast stream.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's got the
That's
gold armor down the bottom left.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys later. We'll be streaming another one of these fairly soon. But make sure to subscribe. Check out the YouTube channel. You're probably already watching this from the YouTube channel. And we also have Twitter. So make sure to follow that. And of course, check out MurderMiners.com. And we have all the news and info on all the updates, all the tournaments that you see, all the MML tournaments. Everything is on MurderMiners.com. So please go and check that out. Great community. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.
We love you, JForce.